Welcome everyone to Math 2015, Algebra and Functions for Teachers. This is first page of the syllabus, and in this video I'm going to explain the syllabus and how this class will work. First, we have a letter from Dr. C. David Walters, who many of you had, I'm sure, for Math 2010. And he's also taught Math 2015, and he has a similar letter to what you know from Math 2010. And it's about how we do math in these days, especially for teachers learning how to teach elementary mathematics. Okay, so I recommend that you read through that. Moving on to page number 2. We have the syllabus for the summer of 2020, so welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Sean D. Broderick, and you can call me Dr. B or Dr. Broderick. This is my email. Next, seanbroderick@weber.edu. My office is in Tracy Hall 381Q, but we're trying to work from home for this semester, so I'll be working from my apartment. And I have an office phone, which I won't ever be in my office, really, so that's kind of there. But then the best way to get in contact with me is use email, so seanbroderick@weber.edu. I always have my email open, so I check it often. The textbook that we're going to use for this course is called Developing Essential Understanding of Algebraic Thinking for Teaching Mathematics in Grades 3 through 5. Okay, so we have a ISBN. You can go get it from the bookstore. You can get it online. Here is an ebook for if you want just the electronic version. Next is a course description. And so you guys can read through the course description. We're going to talk about variables, expressions, equations, inequalities, polynomials, bar models, in similar way from advanced perspective as you did with arithmetic with 2010. So here's the learning outcome categories. We're going to study 4 units, and the 5th one is a couple projects. First, we're going to look at the equal sign and the equivalence. Then we're going to look at variables and expressions, and those 2 are the main sections that we're going to use our text for. Then we're going to move to bar modeling, and then revisiting and extending arithmetic. Next, we're going to do 2 projects, and we'll get into those later. In the classroom environment, well, we usually talk about group work and such like that through the classroom environment, but since we are going to have to do this class online, the classes will be conducted virtually through videos. So I will explain videos similar to this one, where I go through a PowerPoint and write down the parts that we need to emphasize, and you can watch those videos. I will be emailing them to you through Weber email, and it will be using them. You can use them to complete the homework assignments. So we'll talk about those later. And tests we'll also talk about later. Grading in the course, we have 27% for homework, 27% for the 4 learning outcome performances, or the 4 tests. We have 8% for an interview project, 8% for fluency, and 30% for the cumulative final. The percentage breakdowns for A's for the letter grades are given there. For the tests, we have the breakdown for the learning outcomes. They're just kind of like our sections. So we have usually about every 5 sections we'll take a test. Projects. There are 2 projects that will be due on the last day of the course, and I will post directions for the projects on the course calendar. The Fluency Journal project. So Fluency will continue, but it won't be quite as rigorous, and it'll be just different, but also similar to what we've done before in 2010. So we have a Fluency Journal, and we want to assess ourselves in the beginning, work on fluency throughout the semester, and then assess ourselves again at the end. That's essentially what it is. More details will be posted on the course calendar. There won't be any fluency tests where you have to get a certain percentage correct. And we'll do that again in Math 2020 when we do geometry. But for this one, we're just going to continue studying our fluency and getting more fluent. The interview project is kind of a fun thing where you will interview a student, an elementary student. It could be a relative or a friend or a neighbor, to see how they think about the topics that we talk about in this course and see how you can assess their thinking. So it's quite a neat project. Homework. throughout this course, we will have our PowerPoints that will and videos that will explain the topics, but then you have to practice them on your own through homework. There's going to be 4 different ways to do homework, submitting them by the due dates. And the due dates are actually going to be like suggested due dates. Okay, so I'm not going to be a stickler about late or anything like that, because everybody has different situations that they're working in. But you do have to complete all of the homeworks for the tests. They're covered by the test for the test on those. So there are 4 different ways, as I said before, to submit homework on Canvas. You may complete it on an iPad or similar tablet and electronically submit that as a PDF file to Canvas. You may complete the homework on pieces of notebook paper, take a picture of them, and insert them into a Word document or similar program to save as a PDF. You may also scan each notebook page with a scanner into a PDF and submit that. Or you can also use your phone to scan the pages using the Scan Documents function. And iPhones and Androids have a Scan Documents function that they can use, and I've included a couple of links to YouTube videos to show you how to do that. And that will save those as PDFs, and then you submit that onto Canvas. So please let me know as we go through the beginning of the course, especially how you are doing with trying to submit homework and trying to compile them into a PDF and putting them onto Canvas. The homework will be graded, just some of the problems. I don't have time to do all of the problems, unfortunately. But if you score below 80% on the grade that you get, you have a chance to redo the problems that you missed for half credit back. I will also upload example solutions of the homework after the redo due dates. So in preparation for the test, I'll upload sample solutions. Accommodations. Any student requiring accommodations from Disability Services, please send me an email, and we'll talk about how to help you with accommodations. If there's any circumstances that prevent us from holding class, I will notify you through email. And the syllabus is subject to change. This is actually my second time teaching this course, and so there's a lot that I'm still working out, so we're going to kind of see how it goes. But that's the syllabus. Welcome to the course. I encourage you to look at the course calendar to scroll through the various activities that we'll do, or the breakdowns of learning outcomes, and there's that. Please email me if you have any questions about anything. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.